Hey, good weekend to you. Welcome to Leading Edge. I'm Jerry Anderson, and this is upcoming. We're heading into Thanksgiving week when something burning might refer to something getting a bit too hot out there on the stove. But this week, Ohio's governor said, and I quote, "Our state's on fire." He was referring to the surge in COVID-19 cases here in the Buckeye State. The numbers by midweek staggering. Over 7,000 cases a day. 36% increase over the 21-day average, and not just new positive tests, but hundreds and hundreds of new hospitalizations, something the governor says threatens those healthcare facilities. My first guest today on Leading Edge, I welcome in the commissioner, Toledo-Lucas County Health Department, Dr. Eric Zgodzinski. Doc, good to see you, and thanks for being with us. Honestly, Eric, I do see more people wearing more masks more often, seeming to try to create some distance. Why is this thing running away with us right now?
So, Jerry, good point. We are seeing a lot more mask wearing in Lucas County, which is great. The problem is we're doing it when we're out and about. We're at Kroger's, we're going out shopping. We're doing those things. We're walking on the streets, and that's great. Problem is we go home and forget about some of this stuff. We have a backyard party with people out of our bubble, and we're not social distancing. We're not wearing masks, so that's a concern. Here's another story. Some workers, they're going to work, they're wearing the mask. They become comfortable. They go into a meeting room, 4 or 5 individuals, they take their mask off. Next thing you know, we got people who are come down with COVID. So again, there's this mask use that we're doing, but then there's this complacency, this feeling comfortable in certain areas. That's where we're seeing a lot of the spread.
All right. So late this week, you tell the public, you issue a stay-at-home order. Um, the goal is to do what in a case like this? Because I'm going to be comparing this to what the governor up in Michigan just did as well. So stay at home in Lucas County. How do we enforce it? And the goal is what?
So, Jerry, the stay-at-home advisory really is, we're trying to let the community know we need to do some things to change our behaviors to make sure that, again, we protect the hospitals, because that is a valuable resource that we need to protect right now with COVID. We need to protect those individuals in the community who are immunocompromised, who would not fare very well getting COVID. So what we've done is we try to, again, make sure that we draw emphasis, not just the health department and not just the board, but elected officials are saying, listen, stay at home if you don't need to go out. You need to go to work, come home. Don't go multiple times to the grocery store because you forgot milk and then bread the next day, and then you wanted to pick up some tissues. Change your behavior so that we're not going out so much, so that we're taking less of a chance of either catching COVID or giving it.
For all intents and purposes, this is going to be voluntary compliance, but people, it's time to be smart on this stuff. I mean, Eric and I last talked on this show when this thing was still fairly new in our world in late March, and here we are approaching now late in November, and we just can't get past it. Governor meantime trots out a curfew, 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. or something, and I could see where that was. It stopped short of telling people you can't dine in restaurants, which is something Michigan's governor has done. So the curfew seems kind of a half a loaf version. Which version do you favor?
The thing that I favor is just trying to make sure that we live with the current environment of COVID. So we do need to go out and go to the restaurant, get that takeout, go home. We need to make sure that we understand that COVID is spreading like wildfire in all of our communities in Northwest Ohio, in the state, and in Lucas County. Every time that we go out and we're in a crowd, we're mixing with people, we are taking a chance of either getting COVID or giving it. So again, I think what the governor's trying to do is, again, not do that total shutdown, but say, listen, everybody, get home from 10 to 5. Don't be out, don't go into those parties that last to 2, 3 o'clock. You know how those work. Let's get home and let's keep the community as safe as possible.
Okay. Thanksgiving, just about here. Man, I love this time of year. I love getting together with family. But wait, this is a time of family gatherings, obviously, Eric Zgodzinski. A family living under the same roof where we're already exposing each other to whatever, that's not the concern, right? It's welcoming in folks from elsewhere. Am I following? So what is a family to do?
You know, I'm just going to take my personal experience that I'm going to have at Thanksgiving. It's going to be my immediate family, my bubble. Okay, the four of us will be at home. We usually travel to Cleveland and to Pittsburgh because that's where our families are, and you know they're extended families. We're not doing that this year. We're staying at home.
Yeah.
You know, again, we want to make sure that we take a little bit of pain right now by not seeing individuals at Thanksgiving or not having that big party, so that we can come out of this other side relatively unscathed.
Okay.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough sometimes. I tell you what, folks, you all know this. I have two daughters who have husbands, and one daughter has my four grandsons. We're not getting together this Thanksgiving. On the one hand, it rips your heart out, but you know, we talk with each other every day by FaceTime. I see those grandsons of mine. I got to take a break. Eric, can you hang?
Yes, most definitely.
Eric Zgodzinski, our guest, Commissioner, Toledo-Lucas County Health Department. This is Leading Edge. We're back with more right after.